So we're getting, families from other areas.
Well, they were
and cities.
contracted with Johnson Controls for a while for corporate housing. That's how they
Yeah.
made those connections.
I was
We still
surprised that
have
also
it.
the reverse was true. Living in the Cornerstone, you had people who were selling their home, didn't find a house right away, would move in, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Wow, this is kind of nice not having a home." Most of our neighbors all had
Someone-
3
I had that
kids.
exact conversation with
Yeah.
someone.
Right,
Yeah.
and they've all had 3 kids, and they were like, we're just gonna stay here for the next 6 years until our kids phase out of the school district, and then we'll be able to decide what we wanna do. Because I thought I was gonna be moving into like buildings of young professionals, and it just turned my whole thought process on its head.
I know people do the same thing, but that's kind of like the
Yeah.
worst case scenario, isn't it, for us? People who move here, use the schools and then move out, right?
But they've also opened up homes for other families to move
In
into.
the cornerstone, isn't that what you're saying, that people are moving there and staying there just till, because what is strong about us is keeping the older
Well, they don't-
population here paying taxes to help support
Yeah,
the
I-
schools. So if you move into the schools and move out afterwards.
I'm not
Wasn't that
sure. We'll
implicit in that?
reconnect with them in a couple years to see if they actually moved out.
Well, it gives you an idea what the market could be
Right.
if you had ownership in those buildings.
917.
Yes, so,
Sorry.
page 4, public participation, I think that's where we insert this
Yeah.
additional
Yeah.
meeting in that
Okay.
listing. And then we also say at least one public meeting. We've talked in other, do we think that's sufficient? This is a slightly different, I think, approach to this project. I think at least one is fine, but I just wanna make sure everybody was good. I know we've talked about making sure we get enough public participation. Oftentimes, it's hard to do one, but.
And I remember I had raised the issue last meeting about having more than one, and then we talked really just about data collection. So I think we were more comfortable with one, and I'm comfortable with saying at least one. If it requires more than one, we'll put another one in there, another 2, but I'm comfortable with one.
Well, I liked what we did with the transportation study of one during the day, the same day,
Yeah.
one at 1 and one
Just
at
one,
6,
yeah.
and that way, people who are not free at 6 have another, so
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Down under, on page 4, proposal content, I'm just curious, is there any reason we limit it to 10 single-spaced pages? Do we just not want someone to submit a 400-page
Correct.
document?
Yeah.
It's fine. Yes.
Brevity.
Yes, okay.
I
and
second
then-
that 10 pages.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah, right.
again, more super minor things, page 8.
One paragraph, please.
Well, single sentence, single space,
After the
capital
bulleted
sentence, even
items,
better.
there are 2 paragraphs that start the CDA, it's the second one. Page 8. So, this is just a typo, sorry, the CDA reserves the right to accept or reject any or all proposals or, not of, or
Mhm.
portions thereof. And
I was gonna say.
then the next paragraph, it says, blah, 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 is unable to reach a final agreement with this finalist, the CDA then reserves the right to attempt to reject such finalists. I think we strike to attempt. I think we reserve the right to reject such finalists.
Yeah.
Sorry. I screwed.
Yeah, you don't have to reserve the right to reject something.
Okay,
Okay. That is it.
got it.
Can I just add, this type of comments, I think it would be great if you reference the 2015 neighborhood assessment report, which is 80 pages, and I did excessive data collection of the 2010 census and the American Community Survey and housing, and I think it would be great for people to see that you have this data available, unless Bart deleted it, I don't know, but it's in Excel. Cause that would save hours upon hours of time for for people who respond if they know we already have that data.
Maybe providing just a list of any of the references we have or
Yes,
prior
yes.
reports. We already have those all loaded on the website, so we could just
Good.
link them to the
And
data
that's
and
all.
information that we
But
have.
this is the raw data. I mean, if
Oh.
they don't have to collect raw data, you're saving money. And then, or they're gonna tack on another 10 grand because they have to collect it themselves. But again, I don't know if Bart saved it. I feel like they're gonna use the same data we did for that 2015
Yeah,
report, I don't know Yeah, it's expensive. I don't know what more can be added. I mean, obviously not.
Well, it's been 4 years since then.
But then there's not new census for that.
So we have this list of reference materials. in
Yeah,
here. I think we
that's
add,
what I-
just make sure we add, that's on
Okay.
page 4. Just, I think, make sure we add this, utilizing this. Well, I have to touch base with Bart, just to make sure it's.
Do we have any idea what the price parameters are going to be, or that we think they will be?
We could ask a consultant to check with other municipalities and see what their costs.
I know that we've been
That's
watching the
part of
studies
the
come in
proposal.
from other
Yeah.
municipalities,
Right.
but they've all been a bit different. Some of the RFPs, you know, Waukesha just spent like 60,000 on theirs, but theirs had a different, you know, set of parameters. You know, one of the communities that I reviewed prior to, that we included some suggestions in here, they had a limit of 20,000. So I'll be curious.
Yeah.
Okay, any other comments on the RFP? Okay.
Yes.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I move to approve the housing market study RFP as amended.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And then we do need to, I think you were also asking for participants in the process,
Mhm.
correct?
Mhm.
Any,
For review of proposals.
yes. So,
So.
welcome,
Official review.
Yes.
Given
Official
given your
resources.
expertise,
So
I
here's
would
what
ask
we,
if you'd be.
here's what we like to do, when we kind of go through these process, we like to include someone from the committee. I prefer not to have more than 2, just because of posting requirements and things, so typically we look to the chair. Peter is always great in involving the entire group, because, you know, whether it's you or
Mhm.
him or a combination, you know, we just wanna make sure that we have the right people on board, cause then it just becomes a matter of scheduling.
Would you,
I'd
be willing to-
I'd be willing to read.
I was, and I would like to participate as well. So
Great.
2 of us. Unless anybody feels, and again, we'll obviously keep,
You all get to be participants.
yeah, you will all
in the
participate and be
process.
actively involved.
Excellent.
All right, that does it for
Do we need a
item
motion
6. Yeah, we, I don't think we need a motion for the participants.
Not on the
Okay,
participation,
okay.
but we already had a motion on approving the RFP with the changes noted.
Yes.
Okay, the PDD and bid reports. I don't know, Rebecca, are you? any-
Bart's is written
Pretty
down there, if you
yeah.
have any questions.
I have a question on the, former North Shore Bank. So what was the nature of the zoning questions that they were asking?
What was allowed on the site, how high, can a building be? Inquiries about, you know, what, you know, we visioned there for purposes of the site, so then we referenced that, you know, we have a really great master planning document for our downtown area, so that was pulled up, we discussed that a little bit. They inquired about, commercial on the lower level, residential above, but they were very early in the process. So we just wanted to make sure, you know, that they had all the information, so I expect that we'll hear back from them at a future point in time.
And the zoning is, it has to be commercial on the bottom and no more than 4 stories, that's the current zoning,
Or
right?
it can be 100% multifamily.
Correct,
So it need to be all housing.
correct. You're both correct.
Okay.
I just, you know, I noticed on the facade grants, a lot of them are for painting. And I went back and looked at the program and it is one of the
It
things.
is,
I just,
we've
Yeah,
talked
I
extensively
noticed
about that,
too.
yeah,
and I think that's something we may wanna.
because there's a limited amount of funds and
There
it's
is.
like, is painting really the
Right.
Does it
biggest
really-
bang for your buck?
Does it really, well, permanent?
Is it
is
maintenance or is it?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, so, I think when, you know, it's like, we spend so much time on the thing, and every time I read it, I find problems with it, it's like, it's hard to, but anyway, I think the intention of the painting was in conjunction with other activities,
Uh-huh.
but the way it's worded, and we've done it before, so,
And Jim used to say, if it's
Oh,
maintenance only, I'm not even accepting your application.
Yeah.
That's not how we can function today.
So maybe
It's
we
the
could-
letter or
I
what's
would
in
like
that
to
document.
put that on
Yeah.
I'm
a, I
gonna
think we
type,
need to revisit that
I've been
quickly.
taking notes of little things, so I have a marked up document, so whenever you wanna get to that, but I
You do?
feel like I can't tell people that today,
Yeah.
you know,
Because of
Well,
if
if you have
they
notes,
look at
can
the
you-
document.
Right,
So let's try and get together before the next CDA meeting, and then we can identify those items to bring back to the CDA and update the document.
Yeah.
To make it-
Yeah, I mean, it's just a couple things that I've
Yes.
marked up.
We could limit it just to, you know, eligible things
Yes.
to be funded.
Yes.
Let's not get into the whole
I
thing.
think
You know, I think that's a great
Agreed.
point, I mean, $10,000 for paint versus $12,000 for door, like
I know.
access to
Exactly.
the sidewalk,
Right.
that's a world of difference.
It is,
Right.
yes,
Mhm.
yep.
Yep.
So again, we did approve them because
yeah.
Right.
we
That's the way
have, because
it's
we have
written.
done it in the past,
Yeah.
and I didn't feel like we could,
yeah.
and the policy allows it, so I didn't feel like we could say no. I mean,
Is Allianz
it's
on
becoming
this?
kind of subjective, and so I was.
Is
What
Allianz
is it?
trying to stay on this agenda? I just looked at it really fast, they were supposed to be on this agenda.
It's on the, it's on
It's
this.
on the-
No, is it on the agenda
No.
for approval? It
No.
was supposed to be on,
Kurt didn't add that.
What were you-
when we talked about it, she was supposed to be on for an awning slash sign, and that was requested 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're not.
Because she can't just get approved because the building owner was approved, and so the language in there saying you can only have one every 5 years, or you have to go to the CDA for approval. Since the building owner application came in first and was approved, then she by default has to come before you, so.
And this is the 900.
And he has all the information.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not listed here, Erica. We'll have to put it on.
This
our
is the
list.
$1,944.
Yeah.
To replace
So,
awning
says
sign?
Pending.
And isn't she only asking 972?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, what's our,
it's not
it's
listed
not
on the
listed, I
agenda
agree, so
for
we
an
can't
action
address it
item.
now. Is our only option the next meeting? Do we have flexibility with respect to?
Or if you wanna call it a special meeting.
You could-
We call
No,
it-
'cause
No,
we're
we
not
have to give
noticing.
notice, yeah.
you
Is she
could-
looking to move
So he-
quickly?
I'll call
like, is
her,
a month?
I'll call and ask her.
Here's what I'd recommend, I'd like to talk with Bart on Monday to see what we have here, and if so, then he can reach out to you, and if there is a
Yes, if we
quorum
need-
available, to
I
come
can
in
make
and-
myself available.
I can
In a
too.
morning
We can
meeting?
figure it out.
Yep.
Okay,
We can, yeah.
I'll have him reconnect with the group and with Erica.
Yeah.
I think she'll be fine with it, but I'll call her today.
Good.
and ask her.
Apologize.
Yeah.
I don't,
Okay.
these other ones, we don't have to approve this,
The paint one?
that's a
What-
staff approval,
Yes,
the painting.
yes, because it
and
meets
stuff.
all the other
Bart
requirements.
and I
Okay.
reviewed everything and both signed.
So we don't have to.
What is 1800 East Capitol?
I was
It's
gonna
the big,
ask- I was
the big
gonna-
white building. It's the
I think we
Allianz
discussed this
Francais,
before,
with
having
the eyeglass store.
It's
in the
Oh,
corner.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the,
On the
the
corner.
northeast, the
The
northeast
northeast
corner.
corner.
It's a
Yeah.
big building.
Addresses before having the names or something.
I know.
In one
I'm
previous
with you.
meeting, because I'm
know.
like,
Where's
it's kind
the
of in a
address?
corner.
You need to memorize the
Everybody
address.
else
I'm always-
knows.
I don't have every
I'll
address.
add
number
that.
yet.
Come on.
Which
Yeah.
corner
Well,
is
everybody
it?
else seems to know.
All right.
Yeah,
Like,
they
and
do.
I'm always like, oh, I'm the only one, Google, you
Okay.
know?
Anything else
Spin it
on,
around that, that's why I didn't know what we're talking about.
anything else on the PDD? Do you have any other updates you'd like to
I have
provide?
more confidential items, so
Okay.
it's just, yeah.
General activity, your
There's,
feel?
yeah, I mean, there's about 6 people that would love to open up their first business here, so.
Okay.
And there's been 2 new vacancies in the last month with Scenario Hair Design, so I reached out to those 6 people and gave them the contact information for that space. And then there's a Horror Chiropractic, and I know there's 2 businesses really wanting to get in there. Talks are still continuing with the restaurant for half of the Harley space. Yeah, so there's chatter, there's
Ruckus?
chatter. Ruckus?
Ballard
I'll let her
Cantina.
say that.
Well, not, they're coming as something else, but they've applied for a liquor license, so they'll be, before the board on September 3rd.
Are they getting the VFW post one?
No, Ruckus.
Had one.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, that license, yeah, so that Legion Post did not reapply, so that
So
left
that
that
one's
license
available?
available, so that's the one that they've applied
Oh,
for.
I see.
So wait, so this would, we would still have one
One
left.
left?
One
We
more.
didn't have one, now we do
After,
have one.
after this,
Correct.
if we approve this, we have one
Yes.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Family or something?
Not sure,
I'm sorry,
Really?
what was the question?
not sure.
He bought the VFW and let the liquor license go. I was just curious what was going there, if we have
Mhm.
any direction on that multifamily or,
Okay,
that seems strange like that.
one other logistical item, I will be out of the country at the next scheduled August.
Excellent.
Okay,
CBA
August 12th?
meeting. Oh, it's 12th?
Yes,
Oh.
I believe at the last meeting.
Did you send out an invite for
That
that?
it was, I would be happy to.
Because I think, I still have it on the first Friday, which
I
I think is
will,
like the second
I
or
will
the
adjust
third.
that, so our next meeting will be on Friday, August 12th.
Okay, I think I can do that.
And it will be at 7:30 a.m. One of the discussion points for that meeting was to go,
Wait, that's a Monday.
Yeah. Monday.
Yes, August twelfth is a Monday.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of,
Friday, August ninth.
yes, thank you.
I will be
Oh,
out
better.
of town.
Is it the ninth or is it the?
It should be the
It's
ninth.
Friday.
The second Friday of August.
That is the second Friday.
That is the ninth.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep, that
Just
is the
just so you
day.
know, because the second is
Well, the 12th is my birthday.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
The ninth is my birthday, but I will be out of town.
It is not.
Oh,
Is it really?
is it? Oh, that's awesome.
It's also forms and fees days according to my calendar.
That's right.
A lot of Leos in this.
Oh,
wow.
Everyone's gonna see that morning.
Well,
Look out.
You gotta line up at like.
Well,
Okay.
with that said, I
7
mean,
in the
so
morning.
does the
So
ninth
do-
work? If it doesn't work, do you wanna do the 16th?
So John is not here.
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
And
I'm
you're-
wide open the 16th.
No,
I'm
the
wide open the
9th.
9th as well.
Oh.
9th or the 16th, both.
Just the
work.
12th, you're not here. Right.
16th is
12th
good
was
for
not
me
until
too.
the-
Maybe
It was
we
the
should do
second
this-
that I
Maybe we
couldn't.
should do the 16th. Maybe.
I'm probably gone.
I'm good with any of them.
I could do this.
It's this time, not the date for me. 7:30 stuff.
Do you wanna do it at 8:30? I was just going with that
I
rotate,
mean,
there was a
yeah,
request to
don't change based
rotate.
on me.
I would
Okay.
like to do 8:30.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
It's just with drop off with the kids and everything, their camps and
Yes.
stuff is,
Yes.
that's why I'm
You
missing
cannot
two
do
of
the
the meetings.
16th.
8:30 can be challenging for me, but,
Right.
That's right,
Yeah.
to work.
yeah, but, I mean, it depends on I'd have to look at my calendar.
Summer, it's hard to get everybody.
It is.
August is tough, cause.
Well, schedule it and we'll see.
Yeah.
We also, there would also be the option of the 23rd. I don't know if that looks any better for people.